Money comes when you feel safe to receive it. Money is not waiting for the right time. It's waiting for the right feeling. You see, money doesn't flow to the anxious, the desperate, or the doubtful. It flows to the one who feels safe, safe to receive, safe to hold, safe to enjoy. The reason most people block their blessings is not because they don't deserve them. It's because, deep down, they don't feel safe having them. They fear losing it. They fear being judged. They fear change. And fear, beloved, is the invisible wall that keeps abundance outside your door. Florence Scovel Shinn said, "Fear is faith inverted. It's believing more in loss than in gain, more in danger than in divine supply. But the moment you choose peace over panic, heaven begins to move, because the universe listens not to your words, but to your energy. When your heart says, 'It's safe for me to be wealthy,' money starts to find you, quietly, naturally, effortlessly. And that is what we are here to remember today. Money doesn't come when you work harder. It comes when you feel safer. Because safety is faith. Safety is trust. Safety is surrender to the divine plan. So take a deep breath now. Let go of every worry, every fear, every doubt. You don't have to earn peace. You just have to allow it. You are safe to receive. You are safe to be wealthy. And starting today, money will come to you. Because you finally feel safe to let it. There is a law in this universe that cannot be broken. The law of safety. It says that nothing can stay in a place where it feels unwelcome. Money, too, obeys this law. It is energy, and energy is sensitive. It gravitates toward peace and flees from fear. It feels at home with calm hearts, but it escapes from anxious ones. You see, many people work tirelessly, pray constantly, and speak affirmations daily, yet still find themselves waiting for increase. They ask, why isn't it coming? The truth is simple but rarely understood. Money does not come where it does not feel safe. It does not settle in a home filled with fear, guilt, or shame. It waits until your energy says, I am ready. I am safe. I am at peace with prosperity. Florence Scovel Shinn said, man can only receive what he feels is his by divine right. That means before money appears in your life, you must feel emotionally secure in having it. You must know, not just hope, that it is your divine right to be supported, supplied, and sustained. When that knowing becomes your normal vibration, money begins to appear naturally. Say this now, I am safe to be wealthy. I am safe to receive abundance. Again, I am safe to be wealthy. I am safe to receive abundance. One more time, I am safe to be wealthy. I am safe to receive abundance. The universe is not withholding from you. It is waiting for you to feel safe enough to hold what you've asked for. When you feel safe, your nervous system relaxes, your aura expands, and your energy becomes magnetic. That is when the flow begins. Think of a river. When the banks are calm and steady, the water flows smoothly. But when fear creates chaos, when anxiety builds walls of resistance, the flow becomes blocked. The river does not disappear, it is merely dammed by tension. Your safety releases that dam. Beloved, money wants to flow to you. It wants to partner with you, serve you, and bless others through you. But it can only do so when you believe it's safe to receive. If deep down you feel money causes pain, problems, or pressure, you will unconsciously repel it. The energy of fear whispers, I'm not ready, and the universe listens. The energy of peace declares, I am open, and the universe obeys. Safety is not built by the world, it is built by spirit. You don't become safe when you have money. You receive money because you already feel safe. Florence taught that faith is expectancy. Expectancy is the calm knowing that what you need will arrive. Without struggle, without strain, without delay. That calm expectancy is spiritual safety in motion. Say this now, I trust the process of my prosperity. Again, I trust the process of my prosperity. One more time, I trust the process of my prosperity. Every time you choose faith over fear, you build a foundation strong enough to hold miracles. Every time you choose peace over panic, you expand your capacity to receive. Safety is the soil of manifestation. Without it, your seeds of desire cannot take root. But once you feel safe, safe to have, safe to hold, safe to keep, the garden of wealth begins to bloom. And do you know why safety attracts so much? Because it signals trust. And trust is love. The universe cannot resist love, because it is made of love. When you love life, life loves you back. When you trust money, money trusts you back. When you feel safe with the idea of having more, more begins to find its way into your hands. Florence said, "Nothing stands between man and his highest good but fear." So today, release the fear. Release the thought that money might harm you. Release the fear of losing it once you gain it. Release the guilt of wanting more. You were never meant to struggle. You were meant to express the abundance of God through peace. Say this now: I am safe with money, and money is safe with me. Again, I am safe with money, and money is safe with me. One more time: I am safe with money, and money is safe with me. Every time you speak that truth, your energy shifts, your heart opens, your field expands, and the law of safety begins to work for you. Quietly, faithfully, perfectly, you will notice things change around you. Opportunities that once felt blocked will begin to open. People will start to respond differently to your energy. Unexpected blessings will appear, not because you chased them, but because your vibration invited them home. Money, beloved, is not your enemy. It is your ally. It wants to rest in peaceful hands. It wants to circulate through loving hearts. It wants to stay where it feels safe. And when you become that place, when your energy says, I am safe, I am ready, I am open, you will find that money has been trying to find you all along. It is not waiting for your hard work. It is waiting for your peace. It is waiting for your safety. It is waiting for your yes. And when you say yes from your spirit, not from your fear, abundance rushes in, under grace, in perfect ways. So many people say they want abundance, but deep within, they are afraid of it. They fear what it might change. They fear who they might become. They fear being judged, envied, or misunderstood. And without realizing it, that fear becomes a silent barrier between them and the flow of money. You see, the universe always matches your inner permission. It will never give you more than you feel safe to hold. That's not punishment, it's protection. Because love will never send you what your energy still feels unsafe to receive. Florence Scovel Shinn said, "Man's supply is inexhaustible when he trusts in the spirit of abundance. But you cannot trust what you fear. And many souls, without knowing, fear money itself. They associate it with stress, with loss, with power, with change. They pray for increase, but their vibration whispers, I'm not ready. And so, the blessing waits, not denied, just delayed, until the heart feels safe. Say this now: I am ready to receive without fear. Again, I am ready to receive without fear. One more time, I am ready to receive without fear." There is a difference between wanting and allowing. Wanting comes from lack, it says, I don't have enough. Allowing comes from safety. It says, I trust that what is mine will come. When you allow, you relax. You open, you receive. When you want in fear, you tighten. You resist, you delay. Beloved, your only work is to feel safe in the presence of money. Not desperate for it, not suspicious of it, not guilty about it, just peaceful. It begins with forgiveness. Forgive the moments when money brought pain. Forgive yourself for misusing it, fearing it, or running from it. Forgive those who lacked wisdom with it. Money itself has no intention. It only amplifies the one who holds it. When you heal your relationship with it, you purify the channel through which abundance flows. Say this now: I forgive my past with money, and I welcome new blessings now. Again, I forgive my past with money, and I welcome new blessings now. Money wants to be with you. It wants to work through you. It wants to bless others through your hands. But it cannot dwell where fear reigns. And so, the healing begins not in your wallet, but in your heart. Florence said, every fear is a distrust of God. When you fear money, you are really fearing the flow of life itself. You are saying, I don't trust that I can handle good things. But the truth is, you can. Because God never sends what you cannot carry. The same power that gave you the desire for wealth also gave you the capacity to manage it. You are built for abundance. You are designed for prosperity, and the moment you feel safe with that truth, your outer world begins to reflect it. Say this now: it is safe for me to be wealthy. Again, it is safe for me to be wealthy. One more time. It is safe for me to be wealthy. Fear of receiving often hides behind good intentions. Some people say, I just want enough to get by, thinking humility pleases heaven. But heaven is not glorified by your limitation. It is glorified by your expansion. When you prosper, you prove divine law. When you flourish, you show what trust can do. When you overflow, you become a blessing to others. That is not greed. That is gratitude in action. Florence taught that nothing stands between man and his highest good but fear. That fear can disguise itself as modesty, guilt, or doubt. It whispers, who am I to be wealthy? And spirit answers, you are my creation. Who are you not to be? Say this now. I am worthy of abundance because I am one with God. Again, I am worthy of abundance because I am one with God. One more time. I am worthy of abundance because I am one with God. The fear of receiving fades when you remember your divine identity. You are not a beggar before heaven. You are a beloved heir. You are not chasing miracles. You are awakening to them. You are not earning blessings. You are aligning with them. So breathe deeply now. Imagine yourself standing under a golden waterfall of light, soft, warm, endless. That light is supply. It's love. It's money in spiritual form. It's been pouring for you all along, waiting for you to step beneath it. Feel yourself say quietly, it's safe for me to stand here. It's safe for me to receive. Money begins to flow when fear begins to dissolve, and fear dissolves when love takes its place. You do not push it away anymore. You welcome it home. Beloved, wealth is not something you must chase. It is something that has always been around you, waiting for your permission to enter. And the moment you give that permission, not in words, but in energy, your life begins to change. You will start to notice signs, small gifts, unexpected payments, doors opening, people helping. The flow always begins gently to match your new feeling of safety. And as you continue to affirm peace, the river widens. Say this now, money feels safe with me because I feel safe with life. Again, money feels safe with me because I feel safe with life. One more time, money feels safe with me because I feel safe with life. This is how you heal the fear of receiving. By knowing that money is not your master, it is your messenger. It brings you proof that your faith works. It comes not to test you, but to bless you. And when you stop fearing it, you start freeing it. Florence said, there is no separation between God and man, therefore, there can be no separation between man and his supply. You were never separate from abundance. You were only afraid to open the door. Now you know the truth. You are worthy. You are ready. You are safe. And the money that once seemed far away is already finding its way to you. Gently, gracefully, in perfect divine timing. It is safe for you to receive now. It is safe for you to expand now. It is safe for you to live in wealth, under grace, in perfect ways. And so it is. Money is energy. It is not paper, not numbers, not coins. It is vibration. It is spirit clothed in form. And like every vibration in the universe, it responds to emotion. When your emotions are filled with fear, money moves away. When your emotions are filled with trust, money moves closer. When you radiate peace, it rests near you. When you radiate tension, it hides. Florence Scovel Shinn said, the invisible forces are ever working for man, who is always pulling good into visibility through his faith. Your emotions are those invisible forces. They are the language through which you speak to the universe. Constantly, silently, powerfully. You may not say a word about money, yet your feelings are speaking all day long. If you feel anxious when you spend, the energy of lack speaks. If you feel guilt when you receive, the energy of unworthiness speaks. If you feel peace when you give, the energy of trust speaks, and money listens to whichever voice is the loudest. Say this now, my emotions are magnets for abundance. Again, my emotions are magnets for abundance. One more time. My emotions are magnets for abundance. You cannot deceive the universe with words alone. You can speak affirmations for hours, but if your emotions are still rooted in fear, the flow cannot come. The secret is emotional alignment. When your feelings and your words move in the same rhythm. When your declaration becomes your inner atmosphere. That is why Florence emphasized the spoken word. Not as empty repetition, but as vibration training. Each word spoken in faith tunes your emotions to the frequency of wealth. You begin to feel what you say. You begin to believe what you imagine. And when you believe, energy moves. Imagine a radio. It can only play what it is tuned to. The universe works the same way. Money, opportunity, and supply are like frequencies. If you are tuned to fear, you cannot receive abundance. Not because it isn't there, but because you are not aligned with it. Shift your emotion, and the frequency changes. Say this now: I am tuned to the frequency of peace and prosperity. Again, I am tuned to the frequency of peace and prosperity. One more time. I am tuned to the frequency of peace and prosperity. Emotional energy is the currency of manifestation. You are always paying for your reality with your emotions. Joy purchases joy. Fear purchases lack. Faith purchases miracles. And gratitude purchases overflow. If you wish to attract money, begin by managing your emotional wealth. Ask yourself, what feeling am I investing today? Because the emotion you hold is the seed of your experience. Hold worry, and you harvest delay. Hold faith, and you harvest abundance. Florence said, "The man who knows the power of the word becomes master of his world." But before your words can master your world, they must master your emotions. The energy behind your words is what shapes creation. When you say, "I am rich," but feel poor, the universe hears confusion. But when you say, "I am rich," and your heart hums with faith, heaven hears certainty and responds immediately. Beloved, do not underestimate the emotional tone you live in. Your vibration is your prayer, your mood is your message, and your peace is your prosperity. Say this now: peace is my new prosperity. Again, peace is my new prosperity. One more time: peace is my new prosperity. You see, wealthy souls are not just rich in money. They are rich in calm. They carry stillness even in motion, trust even in challenge, joy even in uncertainty. That stillness is their magnet. They are not vibrating at fear of loss. They are vibrating at trust in divine order. And divine order never fails. The universe loves consistency. So the more consistently you hold peace, the faster it rearranges your world to match it. You do not need to be perfect, just persistent. Every time you catch a fearful thought and replace it with truth, you shift the field around you. You turn static into signal. You turn resistance into rhythm, and money feels that rhythm and begins to dance its way toward you. Imagine this: your emotions are the climate of your inner world. If you live in storms of worry, nothing grows. But when you live in the sunlight of gratitude, everything flourishes. Money is like a flower. It opens in warmth and closes in cold. It blossoms where it feels nurtured by joy. So start nurturing joy. Be thankful even for small blessings, because gratitude multiplies what it touches. Feel calm when paying bills, because faith pays them twice: once in trust, once in love. Smile when you think of your future, because your joy is already calling it into being. Say this now: my joy attracts abundance. My peace creates wealth. Again, my joy attracts abundance. My peace creates wealth. The energy of emotion is sacred. It is your direct line to the divine. Every calm thought, every grateful sigh, every whispered prayer of trust sends a wave through the invisible. And that wave returns to you as tangible blessings. You are never ignored. You are always mirrored. Life simply reflects your emotional wealth back to you. So today, I invite you to begin a new practice. Before you think of money, think of peace. Before you count what you lack, count what you love. Before you spend, breathe and bless. And before you worry, remind yourself, all that belongs to me comes easily and safely. When you live this way, your emotional energy becomes your signature. Heaven recognizes it. The universe identifies it. Money remembers it. Because peace is the mark of divine ownership. And money obeys peace faster than pressure. Florence said, faith knows it has already received. When you feel that truth in your emotions, your manifestation is complete. You have already received in spirit, and spirit will translate it into form. Say this now: my emotions are at peace. My supply is secure. My wealth is certain. Again, my emotions are at peace. My supply is secure. My wealth is certain. And as you say it, let yourself feel it. Let the emotion of trust fill your body, your aura, your home. Because that feeling, that peace, is the signal money cannot resist. It will travel any distance, cross any barrier, and find its way to the one who radiates calm certainty. You are that one. You are the calm in the storm. You are the peace that prosperity recognizes. You are the emotional magnet for divine supply. From this moment on, let your emotions be rich. Let your energy be restful. Let your faith be felt. Because when peace becomes your emotional currency, money becomes your loyal companion, faithful, generous, and ever-flowing. The mind is the soil of your life. Whatever you plant there grows, and the subconscious mind, that quiet garden beneath your awareness, never questions the seed. It simply receives, believes, and multiplies it. If you plant fear, it grows weeds of worry. If you plant faith, it grows gardens of miracles. And for most people, the subconscious has been filled with one dominant seed since childhood. It is not safe to have money. They may not say it aloud, but deep within, it whispers. It came from parents who struggled, from teachings that said, money is the root of evil, from moments of loss, from guilt over wanting more. And that belief became a vibration of caution, a warning to the soul. Do not get too rich, it might hurt you. But Florence Scovel Shinn said, nothing can hinder you but yourself. The enemy is within your own subconscious mind. That enemy is not evil. It is simply afraid. It learned fear before it learned faith. And your divine work now is to retrain it, to teach your subconscious that it is safe, holy, and right to receive abundance. Say this now: my mind is my friend, and it supports my wealth. Again, my mind is my friend, and it supports my wealth. Every word you speak enters the subconscious like a drop of water on fertile ground. The more you repeat it, the deeper it sinks. The deeper it sinks, the stronger it grows. That is why repetition is not empty. It is sacred. It is how you rewrite old codes with new truth. So begin to speak to your mind as Florence taught, firmly, lovingly, daily. She said, man can only be changed by affirming that he is changed. You cannot beg your subconscious to feel safe. You must command it. You must speak safety until it feels like home. When fear rises, do not fight it. Retrain it. Say to yourself, I hear you, fear, but you are no longer in charge. I choose faith now. This is how healing begins, not through battle, but through teaching. Your subconscious believes whatever it hears the most. So feed it only words that affirm peace, wealth, and worthiness. Feed it words that tell a new story. Say this now: it is safe for me to be wealthy. It is natural for me to prosper. Again, it is safe for me to be wealthy. It is natural for me to prosper. Over time, these words sink so deeply that fear has no room to stay. It melts away, replaced by calm certainty. Imagine your subconscious as a child that has been frightened for too long. It does not need punishment. It needs assurance. Speak softly but with authority. You are safe now. You are loved. You are allowed to have more. When you do this daily, your mind begins to relax. And when your mind relaxes, your energy opens. When your energy opens, your reality shifts. Florence said, you must train the imagination to see only good. Visualization is the bridge between belief and experience. When you close your eyes and imagine yourself already abundant, already supported, already free, you are not pretending, you are rehearsing truth. The subconscious cannot tell the difference between imagination and reality. So whatever image you repeat, it records as fact. That is why visualization is holy. It is prayer in pictures. It is speaking to the invisible with faith that it will listen. Each morning, before you touch your phone, close your eyes and see yourself as wealthy, not chasing money, but calm, generous, radiant. Feel how safe it feels to have more than enough. See yourself paying bills with gratitude, giving freely, saving joyfully. Do this not for control but for comfort. You are teaching your energy that wealth is normal, safe, and sacred. Say this now: I am safe in abundance. My mind rests in wealth. Again, I am safe in abundance. My mind rests in wealth. This is how the subconscious learns, not through pressure, but through repetition, emotion, and imagery. Each affirmation is a new command. Each peaceful thought is a new instruction. And the universe always mirrors the instruction you give to yourself. When you say, I can't afford this, the subconscious records lack. When you say, it's coming easily to me, it records flow. When you say, It's too hard. It records resistance. But when you say, I am guided and supported in all financial matters, it records divine partnership. And that partnership changes everything. The mind does not respond to panic. It responds to peace. You cannot reprogram with fear. You reprogram with faith. Because faith is not effort, it is expectation. Say this now. I expect good things to happen with money. Again, I expect good things to happen with money. One more time. I expect good things to happen with money. This simple statement rewrites centuries of fear. It tells your subconscious that money is not danger. It is divine supply. It tells your body to relax, your energy to open, your vibration to rise. And when you rise, everything rises with you. Florence said, you must speak the word before you see the result. That is how faith works. The subconscious needs instruction, not proof. It does not wait to see the miracle. It believes because you said it is done. So speak what you want before it happens, and your mind will follow your words into truth. Speak this daily. I am a clear channel for divine supply. Money comes to me in perfect, peaceful ways. I am safe to receive, safe to keep, and safe to grow my wealth. Every time you say these words, you open another door in your subconscious. Doors that were once locked by fear now unlock with ease. And through those doors, your supply walks in. Reprogramming is not a task. It is a devotion. It is how you prove to yourself that peace is stronger than panic. It is how you become master of your mind instead of its prisoner. It is how you turn limitation into limitless flow. So each day speak safety. Each night visualize peace. Each moment choose faith. And your subconscious will learn, not through struggle, but through repetition of love, that money is safe, that wealth is good, and that receiving is holy. Florence once wrote, man must prepare for the thing he has asked for when there isn't the slightest sign of it. That preparation is emotional and mental. It is the inner rehearsal of having what you desire, the quiet confidence that it's already yours. Say this now. I am mentally and spiritually prepared for abundance. Again, I am mentally and spiritually prepared for abundance. The moment your subconscious believes this, your outer world will begin to prove it. New ideas will come. New people will appear. New opportunities will unfold. Not through striving, but through safety. Because safety is the sound of faith. And faith is the frequency of creation. You are now reprogramming your mind to remember its truth. That it was never unsafe, never unworthy, never separate from supply. It was only waiting for you to speak the new word. I am safe to be blessed. Say it again, with peace, with power, with love. I am safe to be blessed. I am safe to be blessed. I am safe to be blessed. Oh, and as you speak, the old programming fades, the new begins. And the subconscious, once filled with fear, becomes the servant of your faith. It is done. There comes a point on every spiritual journey when you realize, the harder you try, the further it seems to go. You push, plan, and pressure yourself, and yet the doors stay closed. Then one day, in a moment of quiet surrender, you whisper, God, I trust you, and suddenly, everything begins to move. That is the divine flow of allowing, the sacred current that carries your blessings to you without effort, without struggle, without delay. Florence Scovel Shinn said, Infinite Spirit opens the way for my immediate supply. Let all that is mine by divine right reach me now in perfect ways. Notice her words, not, let me chase it, not, let me force it, but, let it reach me. Because money, opportunity, and miracles are not things you pursue. They are things you allow. They move through the channel of peace. They flow where resistance ends. Say this now. I am open and willing to receive. Again, I am open and willing to receive. One more time. I am open and willing to receive. The law of allowing is simple, but few understand it. Allowing is not laziness, it is alignment. It means your energy no longer argues with the divine. It means you no longer wrestle with timing, doubt, or fear. It means you trust that everything that belongs to you is already on its way. And your job is to prepare, not to panic. Florence said, faith never argues, it simply knows. To allow is to know. To know that what you have spoken is heard. To know that the universe is already arranging the pieces for your highest good. to know that your request has been answered, and all that's left is to rest in gratitude. When you allow, you stop fighting the flow. You stop checking your progress every hour, asking, "Where is it? Why isn't it here?" You realize that impatience is the language of fear, but peace is the sound of faith. Say this now: I trust divine timing. I rest in divine order. Again, I trust divine timing. I rest in divine order. Beloved, there is a river within you, the river of divine supply. When you stop trying to control it, it begins to carry you. You do not need to swim against it. You do not need to direct it. You only need to float in faith, knowing it knows exactly where to take you. This is the flow of allowing. It is the art of resting while receiving. It is the knowing that every delay is protection, every redirection is guidance, and every waiting period is preparation. You see, the universe cannot pour into a closed vessel. When you are tense, fearful, or doubtful, your energy is clenched. But when you are calm, grateful, and trusting, your energy opens, and the flow begins again. Florence said, "Before you call, I will answer, and while you are yet speaking, I have heard." That means the supply is already moving toward you. Your only task is to be ready to receive it. Say this now: I no longer chase. I attract through peace. Again, I no longer chase. I attract through peace. The divine flow does not respond to force. It responds to faith. It listens to the one who says, "I know it is done." And it passes by the one who says, "I hope it happens someday." Because hope waits, but faith receives. Allowing is not waiting. It is welcoming. It is opening your hands and saying, "Everything I desire is already here in spirit, and I now allow it to appear in perfect form." When you practice allowing, miracles multiply. You begin to see divine fingerprints everywhere, small coincidences, perfect timings, gentle reminders that the universe has never forgotten you. You stop wondering how it will come, and instead start saying, "Thank you. It's already here." Florence said, "Gratitude is the law of increase." And that is the secret within the flow. Gratitude opens the current wider. When you thank God for what you have, you signal that you are ready for more. When you thank life for its lessons, you invite blessings that feel lighter, easier, freer. So today, say thank you for every dollar, every opportunity, every lesson that taught you trust. Say thank you even for the seasons of waiting, because waiting built your faith. Say thank you for the unseen hands arranging your supply. Say thank you that your wealth is already complete in the spiritual realm, and now it is only crossing into time. Say this now: "Thank you, Divine Spirit. I receive with peace and gratitude." Again, thank you, Divine Spirit. I receive with peace and gratitude. When you live in this flow, everything begins to respond differently. Bills that once frightened you will now bless you, because you know you are equipped to handle them. Work that once drained you will now inspire you, because it feels guided, not forced. People that once resisted you will now help you, because they feel your peace. The energy of allowing transforms your outer world, because it transforms your inner world first. You are no longer striving to make things happen. You are letting things happen, and in that letting, you become magnetic. Florence said, "The secret of success is to be in harmony with the law of abundance." Harmony is peace in action. It is when your words, thoughts, and emotions all sing the same note of faith. When there is no contradiction within you, the universe rushes to cooperate with your song. Say this now: I live in harmony with abundance. Again, I live in harmony with abundance. One more time, I live in harmony with abundance. And as you do, breathe. Feel your body relax. Feel your shoulders drop. Feel your heart expand. This is what it feels like to allow. Allowing is not weakness. It is mastery. It is saying, "I trust the divine plan more than my own timeline." It is remembering that power does not mean pushing. It means presence. The power of allowing is the power of peace. When you stand in peace, everything you've asked for starts to find its way home. Not because you chased it, but because you matched it. Peace is the highest signal of readiness. It tells heaven, "I'm done worrying. I'm ready to receive." So let today be your declaration of surrender, not giving up, but giving over. Give your plans to divine wisdom. Give your fear to faith. Give your control to flow, and watch how life begins to deliver exactly what you once thought you had to fight for. Say this now: I live in the flow of divine supply. All that is mine comes easily, safely, and perfectly. Again, I live in the flow of divine supply. All that is mine comes easily, safely, and perfectly. Let that truth settle into your spirit like a gentle river, carrying your wealth toward you now. You are no longer chasing. You are no longer doubting. You are no longer waiting. You are allowing. And in allowing, you are receiving. For the divine flow never fails the one who trusts it. It only waits for the moment you say, I am ready to receive in peace. And that moment, beloved, is now. Now, beloved, take a deep breath. You have heard the truth. You have felt it move through you like light through glass. And now it is time to seal it in your soul, through the spoken decree of faith. For words are not merely sounds, they are commands. They are divine codes sent into the invisible. When spoken with belief, they shape your world. When spoken with peace, they shift your vibration. When spoken with authority, they call heaven into action. Florence Scovel Shinn said, man's word is his wand filled with magic and power. And today, your word becomes the wand that directs the current of wealth. No longer will you plead for abundance. You will command it through love. No longer will you chase. You will attract through faith. No longer will you fear. You will rest in divine safety. Say this now with your whole being. I am safe to receive. I am ready to receive. I am worthy to receive. Again, I am safe to receive. I am ready to receive. I am worthy to receive. Let these words move through every cell, every thought, every memory, until your whole being vibrates in harmony with them. You are safe. You are ready. You are worthy. And because you are all three, money must come. Money has always been energy, responsive, intelligent, obedient to spiritual law. It travels not to the one who works the hardest, but to the one who believes the deepest. It is drawn to the one who has made peace their permanent home. So now decree peace, decree calm, decree harmony between you and all forms of wealth. Say this now. I am one with the divine source of all supply. Money is the servant of my purpose, not the master of my soul. Everything I touch prospers, because peace is upon my hands. Breathe those words in. Let them become your spiritual heartbeat. With each breath, the vibration of abundance grows stronger around you. Now affirms, my aura glows with safety and trust. Money recognizes my peace and flows to me easily. I attract only what blesses me and blesses others. Florence said, nothing stands between man and his highest good but fear. And you, beloved, have chosen to release fear. You have chosen to stand in the light of divine certainty. You have chosen to make peace your prosperity plan. You have learned that money is not earned first. It is allowed. That wealth is not chased. It is welcomed. That faith is not effort. It is ease. And that when you feel safe, supply arrives. So now we give thanks. Gratitude is the final key that turns the lock. Gratitude says, I already have it in spirit. And spirit says, then it shall be done in form. Say this now. Thank you, divine spirit, for my perfect supply. Thank you for the unseen abundance already on its way. Thank you that I am safe, supported, and sustained. Feel the power in those words. Gratitude changes your frequency faster than anything else. Because gratitude is faith celebrated. It is the vibration of already done. Now, place your hand over your heart and repeat softly. I am at peace with money. I am at peace with wealth. I am at peace with life. Your peace is your proof that the work is finished. The spiritual law says, what you feel is done is done. You do not need to ask again, you only need to stay aligned. Because when you rest, God works. When you trust, the universe moves. When you release, the flow begins. So now stand in the vibration of peace. Stand as one who already has. See yourself surrounded by light, golden, warm, radiant. That light is your aura of safety. That light is your divine shield of abundance. That light says to the universe, this soul is ready. This vessel is open. Let the blessings flow. And they will flow easily, perfectly, under grace. Money will come in unexpected ways. Doors will open without effort. Help will arrive before you call. Ideas will surface that lead to increase. Because you are now aligned with the divine flow. You have trained your emotions to trust. You have healed the fear of receiving. You have reprogrammed your mind for safety, and you have entered the river of allowing, where wealth moves naturally, without struggle, without strain. Say this now: I live in divine flow. I receive with ease. I am safe, I am blessed, I am abundant. Money loves me, and I love money in perfect balance. Feel the serenity in that statement. No greed, no guilt, no grasping, only harmony. This is the energy that creates miracles. This is the vibration that shifts lifetimes. Florence said, "There is a supply for every demand." That means there is already a perfect amount of money prepared for you, waiting to reach you through perfect channels. You do not have to look for it, it is looking for you. You do not have to chase it, it is tracing your vibration. So your only work now is to stay in peace. Peace is the magnet. Peace is the proof. Peace is the prayer that never fails. Say this now 3 times as your final decree. I am safe to be wealthy. I am safe to receive money now. I am safe to live in overflow. Oh, again, I am safe to be wealthy. I am safe to receive money now. I am safe to live in overflow. One final time with complete conviction. I am safe to be wealthy. I am safe to receive money now. I am safe to live in overflow. Let those words echo through your being. They are not promises, they are activations. They are the new vibration of your life. They are the spiritual contract you just signed with abundance. And now, beloved, it is done. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now the energy is complete. The door is open. The law has been fulfilled. You have become the safe home money has been seeking. You have become the peace that attracts prosperity. You have become the faith that commands miracles. And from this moment forward, money will flow to you naturally. Because you no longer resist it, you radiate it. You no longer chase it, you embody it. You no longer fear it, you bless it. Say it one last time as your eternal seal. All that belongs to me by divine right flows to me now. Under grace, in perfect ways, it is done, it is finished, and it is yours.